everyone. This time we are going to approach the cat with crayon and water paint using markers a la Cassie Stevens. And first thing is I'm taking crayons that are of the warm family. Any of these crayons, yellow, orange, yellow, red, orange, and the cool family, greens, purples. Those will be for the eyes, probably the moon, and some areas in the background. So what I've been doing is using these lightly with the crayon, and then if I like it, just darken it some more. You can add any type of color you want to your picture. I will have the pictures of the cat for you to get a better color representation, but I suggest going top to bottom, left to right, everything in color. And I'm starting with just very light to making it dark any way you wish. I made the eyes green and with a little bit of blue in the background of the eye, but also there is some light color covering the eyes as well, not just leaving the football-shaped eyes white. So if you want to use watercolor, you can use it on both. I'm also, when I'm using wet media like watercolor or paint, I put down, you can't see it, it's a cutting board, something plastic or something that you don't mess up the furniture, because I'm very concerned about that. So I'm going to take the cat that we drew, and I'm going to take my brush, and I'll start in one corner here, dipping my brush in the water, and I'm just going to put some water on my paper, and I'm going to take the orange marker and use the side of your marker and not the tip to draw a thick line onto your paper. And I'm going to take the water again, and I'm going to push the marker along to make some colors here. You can also use both the crayons and the markers, but just make sure that your paper is dry. You can also do dots here on your paper to make it work a little faster, using the water to spread out your paint. And I think I'm going to do the outline with the thick marker, but I'm also going to outline it in black when it dries. The outline of the cat, and all the while putting water over too to spread out that color. But later on, you can also draw more parts to your paper. I'm gonna just experiment with your drawing. I'm going to do an outline in red for the heart. See how that goes, because in the actual painting there's an outline and a halo. That's nice. And it's going to go all the way down to his mouth. And you can always, again, play around with the reds. I am lightly using the marker on the paper to give that watercolor. Looks better. It's better, I think, to use the brush with water and then lightly go in with the side of your marker to do a lighter version. Then you can get it. It's like traditional watercolor to get the colors correct. So again, I'm gonna do the green eyes, and that's what I'll do. I'll take the marker, and you see I always put the lids back on, even at home, and I'm going to make color in using the water, and then I'll go back with a blue. I'll go back with the blue. Ooh, these are hard. Brand spanking new. Okay. I'm going to make a little halo around the eye. So this is your cat, and it'll take a little bit of time to finish. Again, if it's not going fast enough for you, you can always use the crayon to carefully color in within the lines. And when it's dry, you take a black crayon or your black marker. I prefer black crayon. And you would go over every single line as soon as it's dry to darken in your and pronounce your features of your cat. So I hope this it will be a fun and project for you. I do not wish you guys to rush through this thing. I think you should experiment by taking the water, and I'm just lightly using the marker to make my colors and marks. To tone it down, you could add a little bit more water, but you know, like watercolor, you can always overdo it. So it's nice to put some water on your paper and then go back with the marker or your watercolor if you have cooking dye for baking, making cupcakes. That is fine too. But as it dries, you can go back with the markers and just play around with the side of the marker, the tip. I am very carefully dipping or putting dashes on my watercolor. I'm not pressing down hard with those markers. Let's see how I can do with the sushi. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Tuna. Spice the tuna. Yeah. Awesome. Got it. My tuna and rice. I'll go back and do the rice and my leaf. See, again, when I'm coloring very light, not pressing down. And then I'll do the moon. I can make a color. You can do half purple, half red purple, or half purple, half blue. This is your cat. And then you're going to watch me with technical advancement to paint incredibly fast to finish this paper. See you on the other side.